ready for this?
You are now listening to Me Gente Podcast, hosted by yours truly.
Hola, mi gente. How are you guys doing? We are back with another episode. Thank you guys so much for the support and all the views and the likes and all the little hearts and whatever it is, all the emojis that is involved. Thank you guys so much for pushing that button and also for sharing. So thank you guys very much. We are back. Before we start, you guys know the cast already. You got Maya and you got Danny and Slutty. Yes. So we're back, guys. How you guys feel?
Feeling good. Do like and subscribe. It helps the podcast a lot if you guys do like, if you guys do subscribe, especially on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook. The more you share, the better it is for us to try to get out there to more people. We're trying to grow the audience as much as possible. So do me a favor and right now go like and share the video and also subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right. All right, guys. So it's a really, really important phase of life right now because football is right at the peak, or actually not at the peak, but at the end of it, and playoffs are just right there. Of course, Danny's team is out and my team was out last week because of Danny's team. So, but I want to ask the girls something. How do you guys feel about us guys and football?
Annoyed.
Because we take it serious. We're big football fans, and we take it to heart when our team loses. We feel it like down again, and we feel it. So, but I want to ask the girls, like, do they share that same pain with their husband, or like, is it like?
Definitely not. I was raised in Puerto Rico, so we do not watch football. So I did not really know what football was until I moved to California. I do not care for football. I've been to football games. It's annoying. I do give him his space because he's like, football season starting next week. So after that, Sundays are just dedicated for that. So don't bother me, and I'm all like, okay, fine. It's all right. So on Sundays, I try not to bother. So we'll do whatever we need to do on Saturday, and I'll try to watch the kids or whatever. That way he can have his time watching football or whatever he does these days.
I mean, to be fair, it's only on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays,
all day,
Saturdays.
Yeah, exactly. That's just.
But yeah, it's not a big deal, right? I mean,
So, Salty, do you get your time too?
No, I do not get any time.
What do you mean?
At all. What do you mean? I do not.
Exactly.
I can't even watch my show. It literally took me like 4 days to watch my 45-minute show. Okay, so yes, no.
Well, you need to make a league. Like once you have a league, it's more organized, and so we'll take it serious. You're like, hey.
Yeah, watching Nancy Drew League. Yeah, and then
Nancy Drew League.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely dislike football, and I feel out of place whenever everybody's talking about it, and I'm just like, but you know what? Let me say this, Cesar. We were watching. Was it the game with his people?
The Charger game, yeah.
Yeah.
His people.
So we were watching the game with your people, and I was eating, and I almost choked because I saw something, and I was like, what did I say? He was out of bounds.
That wasn't. That was this game. That was the game we were watching yesterday where it was the same call that it led to like the whole thing where he threw it and
I yelled and I was mad and then I was all like, oh my god, did that turn you on? I was like, I called out a play in football
and she was right.
Yeah, I was all like, they were wrong. I know, and I was like, you see, I know about football now. I said it was out of bounds, and I was like, did I use the right terminology?
Yeah, and then we immediately went to the room.
Yeah.
No. No, yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious. So we've been to a couple well, we've been to one football game together. I've been to a few football games, but the one game that we went together, what did you think about that?
It was exciting. Just to be somewhere different, and we were with your family, so it was fun, and we tailgated.
The tailgate was fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like games are different than in person than watching.
Yeah, than watching it at home. Yeah.
So so what do you feel, Mike? You'd rather go to the game than
I would,
watch the
yeah.
game?
But see, for me, it's a little bit different. I get a little bit of Soti and a little bit of the guy feeling depending on the sport. So I used to be a sports reporter. I've always loved soccer. So if it's soccer, completely different. I'm like, yes, watching it, cheering, wearing my jersey. Chivas, by the way.
Which is America, right? Oh, America.
Yeah.
No, it's good teams, okay? But football, yeah, I mean, I've always said I go for the Raiders. Juve goes for the Niners. And even if it's a Raider game, nah. Like, I hate that every Sunday we have to do something around his schedule, right? De los what is it called? 49ers. If we're somewhere out of town, let's leave early because of game, right? Or we're leaving and he's listening on the car, so I can't even put my own music. So ni que ellos lo conocieran, he invests so much time. They don't even know him.
I put my headphones on. I was like, I tell something, you can listen to whatever you want. I'll have it on my headphones.
You drive. Because
he's driving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If he's driving, then he has the controls over the, over the radio.
So I hate it. I get very annoyed. He goes for the Niners, so ahora les dije, if they lose, no quiero que tengas tu carota, okay? So I'm like,
so I take football seriously. I mean, I like fantasy football and all this stuff. And the majority of the time, the reason I'm watching football is not even to watch my team. Half the time, it's to watch my fantasy football team because there's different players that are playing for different teams, so you're going for them or whatever. And then when it's my team playing, I want to see it. But I don't know. It's very exciting. It gives you something to do, and otherwise, if there's always football on, it's not like we're going to be always doing something on Sundays. I mean, we have the time we're just at home Sundays anyways. We go to church. We used to go to church a lot before COVID. We used to go to church.
8 to 9.
Yeah, and it was from 8 to 9.
What about a picnic? Or there's a lot of things that you can do.
Half the time, if we were not watching football, we would just be here watching the show. So
I can't do anything on Sundays anymore. Like, just remember Sunday.
It benefits me because I go to church on Saturday, so and my team doesn't even make it a playoff. So
I think I might have to switch religions just to be beneficial to
you to SDAs, man.
Yeah, like what'd you become a 7-day Adventist? Well, football,
But for example, we got guys who is like, it's God, family, and football. Right. That's the way. That's the motto. And I kind of live by that motto, but my team doesn't really make it, so it doesn't matter.
But I mean, there's exceptions. I'm not gonna say that I for sure if the Raiders are playing, I have to watch them. Like, there's exceptions. If we're out of town, I'm not gonna hurry up and rush home unless I absolutely have to. Like, if it's a really important game. But for the most part, I'm like, okay, I can watch it on my phone. I can watch it on, I can listen to it, whatever the case may be. A perfect example was yesterday. So the Raiders were in the playoffs, and it's the first time that they've been in playoffs in a very long time. And on Friday, it was our anniversary. And so we decided, or Soti wanted to get couples massages. So she set it up, and she set it up for Saturday at 4:30. And she set this up before we knew that the Raiders were going to be in the playoffs. And it just so happened that the Raiders game started at 1:30. So I was going to be able to watch the majority of the game, but not able to watch the last 5 minutes. And so I told her, look, I want the game to be done by third quarter so I could just get a massage, and either win or lose, I already know the result, right? And sure enough, this game is the closest game. It's a really good game. And so we go in and I have my phone, my headphones on, and she goes in, and unfortunately we can't do couples massage because of COVID. So they put us in separate rooms. They moved her in first. And then the masseuse comes to me and she's like, you explain everything to me. Meanwhile, I have my headphones like, like just listening to her, but I'm really listening to the game. And finally she gets out and then she's like, okay, you can get a dress so you can get your massage. And I'm like, crap. And I'm looking down, and sure enough, as soon as I have to take my headphones off and put everything away, it's right when the Raiders get the ball for the last drive of the game. So I ended up getting a massage without even knowing what had happened in the game. And that's just my commitment, It's just
I'm pretty sure he was not able to relax.
I did. It was a great massage.
Because he was thinking about the damn game the whole time.
No, it was good. And like I said, a person who lives by that motto, like football god and everything, would have been like, no, we're changing that appointment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're changing that appointment. I'm not doing it. I have to watch this game.
And he wouldn't have had a wife anymore.
And
Divorce paper in the mail.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, but Maya brought up a good point where who was like, or where she was like, you're not even part of the team. Like, yes, we are part of the team. Us, the fans.
No, I said they don't even know who you are.
Oh, they know.
They know. They saw me at the SoFi Stadium. They pointed.
Oh yeah, they saw me at
the third level.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be a little more flexible. He's not like by that rule, like you said, but he's up there. So I told him, like, as the baby grows, he needs to be more flexible because she's going to have soccer. She's going to have all kinds of activities. And
all that stuff is on Saturdays, so no problem.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the stuff, all the AOYSO soccer stuff is like on Saturday anyways.
But I am like Soti. I let him, watch it a gusto. I'll take care of the baby. And I don't have my me time. This is my me time right now.
So I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was this lady says, she's like, I would never understand why females insist on not letting their husbands like watch football. So like they only enjoy a couple things, and one of those things is football. Let them enjoy football. Like that's just one of the things. Like they do everything else. Like don't worry about them working, all that stuff. They enjoy one thing, and that's football. Let them have it, because it was a person who was at brunch, and he was stuck at brunch, and he was trying to watch the game while he was at brunch or whatever. And it's like, look, it's football. Like let him watch it. Like he enjoys it. Like why are you trying to strip something away from your husband that he enjoys?
We're not. But what can we get to enjoy?
Well, enjoy whatever you want.
What if I need to do it on a Sunday?
That's fine.
You just gotta put it on a schedule.
Yeah, our schedule comes out every April, so you guys have plenty of time to figure it out.
Yeah, and I mean, like it doesn't have to be a rigid schedule, because if there, we can always compromise and see how it can work for us.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it before where I've recorded a game. I mean, there's certain times where you just absolutely can't watch the game. You can't watch the game. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. But if I enjoy watching football, then why not?
But here's the thing: we're not saying we are taking that away from you guys. We're just saying it's a little annoying.
Oh, it sounds like you want to take it away.
Hey, no, but Danny, who was it? Danny or somebody talk? Oh yeah, that was Danny who touched up on fantasy. Do you guys know what fantasy football is?
A little bit.
Yeah, and
so,
what about you,
Soti? Soti, do you know what it is?
Do you know what fantasy football is?
A bunch of guys get together. You bet money.
Players.
We don't fantasize about players. We just
they pick players, right? And they make their team.
That's as far as it goes.
Yeah. Isn't it like what do they call a quiniela?
No, so all it is you put a bunch of money together in a pot, and you just say, look, whoever has the best team at the end of the year wins a pot. And what you do is you draft certain players, And those players, if they do really good, then they get
It's
certain
gambling.
points. They get certain points for certain things that they do, like, scoring touchdowns and stuff like that. So the better your player does, the more points you get. And then you go head to head with a group of different people. And at the end of the season, whoever has a better record or whatever, they win the pot.
Okay.
It's not necessarily gambling. It's more like it's a league. We're in the league. We're the commission. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's a commissioner.
I own a league. Yeah. Yeah, and I own a team.
And interesting enough, he wins all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I cheat to win. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, like football season.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I actually personally like it when Hoove is in it because he gets to interact with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
On
We
a
need
Sunday,
friends.
un día, whenever he's watching a game, I'm gonna come out here and do one of those TikTok challenges where they're all like
Ah!
in
A
front
ver
of
si te hace caso.
in front of the football. Yeah, like whenever it's like most intense to see what he decides to do.
I'm so glad my DVR has a pause button.
Do you guys get turned on if like your wife Soti or Claudia would be watching football with you guys?
Oh, well,
Not
in my
Like
necessarily
yesterday,
yesterday. Yeah.
yeah, in my case, Claudia watches sports. She likes sports. She doesn't really know what's going on, but
I like sports too, just not football.
So here's the
I
deal.
like basketball.
Yeah, so she
she's a
likes
Seattle
basketball.
Seahawks fan, so
So she likes basketball, but the thing is, she knows the rules for basketball. The worst part about let's say the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is the biggest game of the year, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I like to watch the halftime show.
Right, and everyone likes to watch the halftime show or the commercial and everything, but everyone watches the game. But the whole time, if you're watching it with a group of people, the whole time's like, well, what is that? Well, what do they do here? Well, why are they doing that? And it's like, dude, I'm just trying to enjoy the game here. And it's like, well, why is there a flag? Oh my God, isn't that a penalty? Like, and I'm like, oh my God, like just let me watch the game.
But you know what though? Yeah, like so I was like, oh, I'm gonna baptize the baby, and he's all like, okay, when do you want to do it? And I'm like, let's do it in February. Oh, but it can't be February so and so because that's
Super Bowl.
That's Super Bowl weekend. And I'm like, who cares? And he's like, no, like we cannot.
The worst thing you can do
baptize our child on Super Bowl
if you want to be a good Samaritan, you don't schedule a wedding or some sort of event on Super Bowl weekend because everyone will be pissed off at you.
Absolutely.
I mean, we went to a wedding. My cousin, she had her wedding on a Super Bowl Sunday, and we missed one of the best Super Bowls ever, which was Steelers versus Cardinals. We had no idea what was happening because we were at that game. And the whole time we're just hoping that, or at the wedding, we're just hoping that we would get there and then that they would have the game on. But they didn't. So, it was a wedding. And
so you're like,
well, it was at the time where we couldn't stream it. We couldn't do anything. This was back
2009.
This was back in like 09, 08 or something like that.
Yeah, February 2009.
Yeah. And so this was a time where the only way you could really watch it was on a TV, and we couldn't. So
yeah, no, for me, it's like I think me and my brother-in-law and two of my brother-in-laws from opposite sides of the family only watch football. Everybody else only watches football in Super Bowl.
Right.
So they have no idea what happened throughout the season. They have no idea what red flags, yellow flags mean. Nothing. And so I'm over here is like coordinating and just to just to get that that environment, that football environment. Y para que nomás vengan, ¿y quiénes son esos? ¿De dónde son? I'm like,
¿y por qué le vas a esos?
¿Y por qué le vas a esos? Ellos no son de allá de California. I'm like, ¿lo podemos ver en español? No, we can't watch it in Spanish.
That's my dad. Put it in Spanish.
Oh my, that's like watching dub.
Yeah.
I do have a team though. I do have a team.
She does.
Because I like the colors, which is the Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
Oh, Claudia's a Seahawks fan.
So,
you see?
So the thing about Soti, what I do like about Soti, like watching sports, because she doesn't ask a ton of questions. Number one, like it's either it has to be for me one or the other. Either you know a lot about something or you don't know anything and you just kind of keep to yourself and you don't ask a bunch of questions. And she kind of keeps to herself. But the thing is that she follows a lot of pop culture. So she knew, like, she knows Lamar Odom, right? So, and she knows that's the Russell
Mr.
Wilson
Thompson?
because
Yeah.
of Ciara.
Sierra, yeah.
And she knows like all these different people,
no,
like
Mr.
Peyton
Thompson.
Manning,
And then
like
I'll give them
LeBron James.
names. And I'll
Yeah.
give them
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
Like that Russell guy is his name's Sierra.
Russell Wilson, she calls him Sierra.
And then who do I call Packers?
Aaron
Packer.
Rodgers.
Aaron, okay,
Rodgers.
so he's Mr. Packer.
Mr. Rodgers.
Harry Palomano.
Harry Palomalo was it's the Troy Polamalu from
Polamalu.
yeah.
Who else?
So like, you know, the
Yeah.
commercials are always out there. So she knows these players, and she's always like she was getting me mad the other day because she was like, oh my God, Kevin Durant is still playing. Like, he's so old. And I'm like, he's like 30 years old. Like, what are you talking about? She's like,
Because
he's
I remember
old.
him playing like
like a long time ago,
ago.
because he went into the league when he was young. He's like, oh my God, he's so
Kevin
old.
Durant is
so
now
old.
old.
Yeah, he's not old at all.
Younger than you
And
guys, I think.
yeah, so anyway, so she does follow players like that, which is pretty cool. Like, she knows Stephen Curry and like all these guys.
Who doesn't know him, huh?
Ay, Dios mío. There we go.
All right, he's all right.
Yes,
I
I
think
mean,
he's hot.
He's all right.
So is it? So it's that. So it's just football then that bothers, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
I can watch soccer. I can watch basketball is my favorite.
basketball she'll watch with me,
I'm a
especially like in the
really big-
finals.
I'm a really big boxing fan.
She watched some of the playoffs with me when the Warriors were in the playoffs hunt like a few years
we went
ago.
to a game.
We went to a game or two. So yeah, we've, you know, she enjoys that side of it, and she used to go with me. Like, I used to play soccer for a league, and she used to go to the soccer games with me and stuff like
And
that.
I was just waiting to get into a fight.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm pretty sure that's why I'm not gonna have my children in sports, because I'll get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was pregnant with Arya when something happened, and I was about to jump in there in
Yeah.
one of your games.
Yeah.
So you're
I
one of
do.
those moms then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I told Danny the other day, I was like, you know, if one day my children tell me, it happened already. Arya, I was cutting something in the kitchen one day with a big old knife, and Arya's my 6-year-old, by the way, who's in first grade. I was cutting and she goes, Mommy, some girl's bullying me. And I was like I blocked out. I was holding a knife.
Started turning the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
This
like,
is how you use it, Aria.
yeah, I was like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, this girl flicks me in the head. Like, just whenever I was livid. So I told Danny the other day, if as a teenager or if one of my kids tells me somebody's bullying me, I'm that mom. I'm that mom that it's like, who is it? I'm going to wait for her mom outside of school, and we shall figure this out as moms.
You gotta let Arya figure it out.
No, I can figure it out for her.
Yes, no.
Trust me, I can figure it out for her. And with the other little girl or boy's mom.
So guys, be careful because
She's gonna get me.
So
She's gonna get me into
you're
a fight
trained.
with some big old dude, and I'm just
Oh
gonna be
no,
like,
you don't need to get in the fight. I got it.
she has professional training.
yeah, but I feel like I need to. Like, at this point, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, get him, babe. Like, you know?
Yeah, no, Danny, don't even get involved. I mean, why?
You can be the one recording.
So is it safe to say you both said no, it's not a turn on?
Right?
What, to watch for the girls to watch football? No, I mean, I'm not sure if it's a turn on. Now, if she wears my jersey.
So you're saying you want her to wear a dude's jersey to bed?
That's gonna get you corny.
No, what? No.
But wait, most specifically, which jersey?
Yeah,
what player?
which guy are you
we
attracted
talking
to
about?
here?
No.
Yeah, what jersey?
I
does she
have a
need to
jersey
wear?
with my last name on it, but I don't use
Well,
that.
Oh, okay,
That's for
okay.
only here. So I would bust it out, but I don't want to get off this chair.
So you're not saying that you want her to wear like a Keenan Allen jersey, so you
no.
Okay.
Definitely. Maybe Herbert, but not Keenan.
Maybe Herbert, he's pretty.
He's young enough where he doesn't know what's going on.
What player would you have me wear?
I don't think I necessarily want you to wear a player's
Henry
jersey.
Ruggs.
Yeah.
Car, and then he has our favorite number on it.
Yeah, like
Henry Ruggs.
to wear like to a game, like yeah, like I think it's cool like when she participates with something with me. So like for example, if we're
Yeah.
going to a Raider game, like she'll wear Raider gear. I think that's really cool.
And I'm deadly afraid of being shot the whole time.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my God,
exactly.
you'll
Right.
be fine.
So like the stuff like that, or when it's like a very important game, like we could get the kids ready, you know, with their Raider gear. Like, and when she participates in that, I think that's really, really cool. But to say that I want her wearing that like in the bedroom, like no. Like I could think of much more things that she could wear. Actually, I could think of much less things that she could wear in the bedroom.
I was getting more, less.
Yeah, I'm like,
Nada.
more, why-
Yeah, much less
Que
things.
fuera invierno. Oh, it is. But like, you know, when you guys first heard of fantasy football for the girls, what was your guys' reaction? Like, really? Like this, whoever made this fantasy league up, and then contrast it to like what your fantasy like if you would have a fantasy league, like what would it entail? Would it be like, oh, Maluma and Mark Anthony, and and if you pick like your own fantasy,
Like, what's my fantasy
league
of
no, it's a different fantasy.
I was like,
that's a different subject, yeah.
Like fantasy and
how
Maluma.
many people
Yeah.
do we pick?
Daddy.
yeah, how many players?
How many players can I have in my fantasy?
Well, you have your starters and then you got your bench, so
It's quite a few.
Los bench or los por si acaso.
Por si acaso, yeah.
yeah.
And
No,
does that mean I'll have Kube on my bench?
They were starting, damn.
Wow, who is not even here to back himself up? I got you.
Hey, but it all depends because
You're the
if you have five starters, maybe Huba can be number 5th.
Yeah. I mean, Maluma will be number 1,
Yeah.
Wow.
right?
Will Smith would be my number 1.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I can go down the list.
Yes. Who would be number 2?
Well, this turned quickly.
Wow, geez.
Let's see who else. Vince Vaughn.
You know what's weird is she likes what's his name?
Older gentleman?
Sean Connery?
No, the guy that plays Paul Blart. What's his name?
Paul Blart. Paul.
Oh, Seth
Paul
Rogen?
Cup.
No, Kevin
Kevin James?
Kevin James, yeah.
Yeah. She likes
From
yeah.
Kings
The King of Queens, yeah.
Yeah.
She likes him. I'm like, man, that's like the opposite of me. It's like gordito y blanco, and I'm black and skinny.
But then says the person who loves black women.
Yeah, I'm
We're gonna have to do some editing, I think.
Because he's totally in love with Rihanna, Beyonce, and then he marries me.
Oh.
White
Yeah,
ass
there's-
Puerto Rican lady.
It's because you have a soul, like you're soulful. So
Soulful. Wow.
yeah.
No.
no, no. What about Maya?
God.
Let's switch. Get some pressure off of Danny here.
Maluma, who else? Maya?
Maluma
Who
would
would you
be-
have in your fantasy team?
Maluma, number 1 for like ever. Could he be my number 2 too?
No, there's only one. I mean, it's a fantasy, but
I would say him, Maluma for sure. My number 2 would be, oh my God.
Bad Bunny.
Stephen Curry. No, you know what? I actually don't like Bad Bunny.
He ugly.
Stephen Curry. Yeah.
yeah,
Stephen Curry.
Not have the noises.
I know,
My
yeah,
third
right?
one would be, what's his name? I'm gonna butcher his name. That I think he's a quarterback from the 49ers, and he has
Garoppolo?
kind of Garoppolo.
Mhm.
Actually, he would be my second one.
It's sad that you said, "Oh yeah, that cute quarterback from the Niners," and both me and Caesar were like Garoppolo, like hella quick.
I actually
Well, we
told
did
him
it because of the association that he has.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
I actually told him, you know what?
I need to look up this guy.
I told him, let's get the baby a jersey and it can be Garoppolo. He starts laughing. He's like, "Ha! He's gonna leave soon." I'm like, dude, he's in your team, and you're like,
Jimmy.
so we're fighting. Like I want that jersey, not for me, for her. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but back to your question, I always thought fantasy football was like a quiniela. Do you know what that is?
Kind of, but you're picking your team and you're
Yeah.
betting on certain players and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's kind of that.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked up Galapagos.
Galapagos.
Whatever the hell his name is. Está bien feo, Maya.
No,
Por
I think
Dios, Maya.
es que, mira, your taste is really
I know,
different. than mine.
apparently I'm into older gentlemen.
Well, Will Smith kind of looked like Danny. I mean, no hair, black, and
I mean, he's older. He's also older.
Yeah, now.
Anyways,
Yeah.
no, whenever he first told me about the whole fantasy thing, I let him be. I didn't ask any questions, but I think he saw the reaction in my face. Like I was totally lost and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And he took it upon himself to explain to me what it was. So I didn't have to ask.
Yeah.
But did you actually listen though?
No.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Because
I knew.
it revolves around football. So I was like, you're gonna do what? Okay. All I heard was I'm gonna spend money.
Yeah, I do know. Oh, go for it.
No, I was gonna say for her, it's no problem because half the time, if I win the league, I buy her something. So
No,
and it's
fun.
been like 2 years in a row. So.
because I cheat, so
I do know a couple females that do play fantasy football, have their team.
my sister.
So
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
see
his
them,
sisters.
So not everyone's
And
like
my
me and
sister.
Sophie.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool that they know and they like that.
That is kind
But I am like Sophie. If I prefer soccer and basketball rather than football.
Mhm. Yeah, my sisters both play. My comadre plays. My sister-in-law, she used to play, and they might not be as into it as others. My sisters actually are really into it, but my comadre and my and her sister-in-law or my sister-in-law, they weren't that into it, but they still play. They still knew enough about the rules of it to play, so it was pretty cool.
Wait, so
That's awesome.
let me ask this question. If you were actually going to build your fantasy team, who would it be? Like your own personal fantasy, not no players. I'm
Like
asking you and
celebrities?
Cesar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you guys.
Oh,
like celebrities.
Yeah.
Like but like if it was the league of what, a movie star?
No, like your
No
5
importa,
players, just like us.
yeah, like we did. Like we said our 5 starters. I mean, we didn't say 5, but
man,
your
wasn't
fantasy,
prepared
your
for
women,
this
your women
question.
fantasy team.
I wasn't prepared for. Let me bust out my list real quick.
It's hard. Yeah. I was like, I knew my number 1 right away.
I know, I knew my number 1.
I don't know. I
too.
kind of grew out of the whole Beyonce Rihanna phase. I'm not so as
You're
crazy as I
Carrie
used
Underwood.
to be.
Oh, he loves.
I
Carrie
do like a
Underwood.
lot of the country artists. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Gal Gadot, I think she's up
beautiful. What is the other one? Emma Stone.
there. Yeah, I kind of grew out of that one too. Emma Stone. But
Wow,
yeah,
I've never grown out. Will Smith has been my number 1 guy since I was 9.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of females who there's a lot of females who I think are attractive, but they always have like a flaw. So I don't think that they're like up in a pedestal, you know, like they always have something that like I'm like, nah.
They're not salty, that's why.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
I was just gonna say, well, yeah.
yeah,
Right?
of course.
Hey, yeah.
¿Y tú, Cesar?
Number 1.
You know, all mines are like grandmas, but
Like who?
Grandma?
Beauty?
no, Judy.
Ma Paquita. what's
No,
her called?
Bárbara, no.
Paquita la del
Paquita
barrio.
la del barrio.
Paquita. No, like por ejemplo, like
Con patas de
Probably
los ratos.
and this is like a music fantasy league or a celebrity. Yeah,
Ooh.
it would be J-Lo number 1, Selma Hayek. Recently, the lady or the I don't know her name, but
Maribel Guardia.
she's from Cobra Kai. The
Oh, the
La
mom.
mamá.
La
She's
mamá.
pretty.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
Yeah,
she's
she's-
really
yeah.
pretty.
I like
That's
her.
what, 3? 2 more. Kanye West is, I guess, little fling.
Okay, so real quick, this is how picky I am. So Rachel McAdams, right? Rachel McAdams, she's a girl that came out in The Notebook.
Yeah.
right? But she
Yeah.
also came out in
Girls.
Wedding
Mean Girls.
and Mean Girls and Wedding
Wedding
Crashers.
Crashers.
Yes.
Right? Okay, when she was in Wedding Crashers, I was in love. Like amazing. The second she went blonde, I was like, nah, I'm good. I swear.
And then here's Sophie's trying to get blonde here.
No, her hair. No, but there's something about like her hair, and I don't know what it is, but like when she's brunette versus when she's blonde, her look completely changes. And when it completely changes like that, I thought the role that she played in Wedding Crashers, it was like great. In fact, I didn't even know that was the same girl from Mean Girls. I was like, oh, that's not her. And until she told me, like, oh yeah, it's Rachel McAdams. I was like, oh no. And yeah, it wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picky like that.
Wow. Oh, you're picky.
Yeah.
High standards. See, so you know,
Yes.
you're on that pedestal. You know,
Thanks,
you're on that Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
On top of it.
Thanks.
Mila Kunis is another one that I've always had.
Yeah.
crush
Mila
on.
Kunis is beautiful.
Mila Kunis, yeah. I like
No,
that.
Who else other than Paquita?
Cesar like the older ladies apparently,
Yeah, I like
which is
that.
ironic because then he's married to somebody younger than him.
Mhm.
But it's interesting because you know you always kind of are attracted to
That something
What
different.
you don't have.
what you
Yeah.
don't have,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not attracted to.
Okay, so let me ask you guys. Going back, right? When you guys were single,
Mhm.
right? You guys had something in mind, and did it come out totally different with the person you guys are?
Yes.
Me too.
What do you mean? Like
Okay,
like
so
in the
for example, I
future,
used to
future-wise?
say, so I'll say mine, right? So I used to say, oh, you know, they have to be athletes, they have to be
Oh,
slimmer, blah blah blah,
And
and
who
I
is far from
completely
No.
Yes.
He is not an athlete, is what
He's
she's
not.
saying. Wow, that's messed
he's
up.
an athlete in here. guys.
Yeah. I've seen him play video games.
Yeah,
He's good.
I use him as bait all the time.
Yeah.
But I love him, you know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, did that happen to you guys?
I'm thinking physically wise, I thought I was coming to California and I was gonna marry a
Blonde guy,
blonde, blue-eye, rich guy.
Surfer, dude.
Yeah.
all guy.
Yes.
Really, surfer guy?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought I was gonna marry like
Got a lot of work to do on myself.
Yeah.
that's what I thought I was coming to California for. How about you guys?
I don't know. I think it's pretty spot on. I mean, I've always been attracted to more like güeritas than like darker women, like as far as like what I gravitate towards. Yeah, and Soti's pretty white. So
Can't get whiter than me, guys. Mira, mira, look at this.
After that is albino. No,
after that, yeah.
For reals, look
So
at
then you
this.
get blind.
For me, it was totally bad. I mean, so
Oh, I remember.
yeah, we moved here when you know I think I've been living here in Hawaii for the majority of my life. So this place is multicultural. I mean, you got from everything, literally everything, and everybody goes through a phase, right? I don't know. You go through a phase, you know, but I never was ashamed of who I was in being Mexican American. I never was ashamed of that. But I was like, no, I'm not, and I didn't even know the word toxica back then. But I was like, no, I'm not ever marrying a Mexican girl, ever, or Hispanic. No, I'm going Asian, white, whatever. I'm just not touching. No, not touching it.
Why though?
I don't know. I just feel like
They're too
my
much
sister,
drama.
my mom, I'm like, I want no part of that. Not 1 cent. And here we are, not only from Mexico, which is nothing wrong, you know, pero de Oaxaca, you know.
Salty.
There's nothing wrong with being beautiful people, great food, you know. And you know, I was always thinking that it was gonna be somebody white and you know, whatever, but I'm happy, you know, so
You better be.
Hey, blink twice if you're in trouble. Blink twice.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like now that I think about it, I've always pictured myself with someone who can no fuera like super thin. Like I've never been attracted to like a very thin, like no curves whatsoever. Like I've always wanted like my wife or my girlfriend to have like some sort of and I struck gold. So
struggle. I think it runs in the family, to be honest with you.
I think
especially the men.
Mhm.
Why?
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 Yeah, why?
Well, I mean, if you look at all our male cousins, couples, they're not,
We're just good looking people.
yeah.
It's a
And
good looking family.
Our girl cousins are good looking too. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
But yeah, good.
Maya, why?
I know, like
Why?
why? Like, well,
And then she stays super serious. Why?
Why?
I don't know.
On the spot.
You get it from grandpa. But yeah, anyway, so football, and I don't know how we got to our
Celebrities, yeah.
Yeah.
Went from football to fantasy football to just fantasy.
I know. Yeah.
People, tell us if you guys have any. Actually, tell us if you're watching this, who would you have on your fantasy league? And I'm not talking about football players.
Yes. Yes.
Top 5.
Regular fantasy league. Yeah.
Top 5. And then we want to hear about the wives of the girls, what you guys think about your husbands and boyfriends or whatever, your other half watching football and putting them before anything else. What's your comments? What are you guys' reactions to this? And we really want to hear, what you guys think.
And as a person that you're with, what you thought you were going to end up with.
Exactly. And there you go. So I think that kind of wraps it up for today. Oh wait, we have an announcement, right? Maya, you want to do the announcement?
Yes. So we are going to, can we get the
drum roll,
please? Do a live episode on February. I believe it's the 6th, but let me double check. Yes, the 6th.
So why don't we do it Super Bowl Sunday?
No,
is that Super Bowl Sunday?
No, it's not. But that's what I'm saying.
But
It goes back to our conversation.
It's darn near close.
Okay, and here's the thing: we had to plan it for that day because of football.
Yeah.
Mm.
We have to base all of our podcasts
no one
around
would
football.
ever watch our live show if it was during Super Bowl Sunday.
Subscribers.
Yeah, we would. People would if there was a dislike. Well, there is a dislike. We get more dislikes on that show than anything.
We have dislikes. Like one.
Stay tuned. Mark your calendars. February 6th, special guest. It's gonna be really good. I promise you.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you very much, mi gente, for following us and watching us. And we will definitely keep you posted on new stuff that we come out with and a new episode. So take care and God bless.
All right. Bye, guys.